the starting grid. Let's have a look as we get ready for race 9. Jan Marszałkowski on pole position, Simon Birch alongside. That's going to be good. Even Equishik and Josef Knopp, yet more Porsches on row 2 of the grid. Shades of Norris ring here. Gabriel Piana, championship leader, with Matis Plushkul for company on row 3 of the grid. And on row 4, Mark Di Fulgenzio, another of the BWT Motorsport cars, with Max Kronberg for company. Then Senna Summerbell, another strong qualifying for the Jamaican, with Max Rosam alongside on row 5. Row 6, Tano Neumann and Adrian Rushny, who line up alongside each other. Another couple of Porsches. Then Jan Philipp Springhoff in a different car and with a different partner for this race, with Marcus Eichscheller for company. Andreas Jochimsen and Niels Truger line up on row 8 of the grid. On row 9, the guesting Benjamin Silvesterson with Tim Reiter. Poor qualifying from him. David Lackner has Mo Ritson, who's no longer plague-ridden. He is back on the grid with Joe Warhurst and Damon Sazishin on row 11. And bringing up the rear, Lachlan Robinson for CV Performance Group. They feel a lot less confident about it. So Jan Marszałkowski will be looking to the skies. He'll be looking to the lights as they turn green and they head towards turn 1. Jan Marszałkowski with a great start. Simon Birch already getting mugged by Even Equishik. Into turn 1 they come. Some of the cars are running wide into the runoff area. A bit of a squeeze for BWT car, but everybody survives. Now it's turn 2. We call it a turn, but it's taken absolutely flat out. Then the steep climb up to turn 3, on board with David Lackner, the local driver from Austria. He's been looking forward to this all season long. Going wide is Max Rosam, going very deep in turn 3, losing an awful lot of positions. He's probably going to take out a billboard here, just avoids the billboard, but falls to the back of the pack, and it looks like he's got problems with that car. I think he is still running out on track, but you can see that is where potentially a bit of contact, maybe a bit of damage. But Max Rosam getting spat out of the pack on turn 3. The view from Matis Plushkul, and that is the person that the collision was with. That's Matis Plushkul, and you can see the impact was enough to snatch the wheel out of the hand of Matis Plushkul, and you get the feeling that car number 46 is ailing quite badly. No, it is parked up. I believe Max Rosam is parked up. Yes, he is. They have been working so hard to get that car dialed in, and already we can see that he's opened up a gap of well over 1.3 seconds. Simon Birch looking under pressure from 3rd place. Even Equishik having a look to the outside into turn 3, but Josef Knopp is ready to jump if he sees an opportunity. But now challenging him out of turn 3 towards turn 4. Porsche versus Porsche versus Porsche. Josef Knopp with his nose ahead. This is for 3rd place under braking. Into turn 4, Equishik coming back though, not taking that wider line, leaving himself a little bit vulnerable to Gabriel Piana behind. Then Mark Di Fulgenzio looking to steal away 5th place from championship leader Gabriel Piana. Piana once again will be thinking of the championship. He can't afford to make contact and record a non-finish. It looks like he's going to lose that position to the Mercedes. Now Matis Plushkul fancies a go as well as the squeeze is put on Piana. Plushkul coming through. So both of the BWT Muka Motorsport Mercedes cars coming through. And that's one into the gravel. That is Niels Truger for FK Performance Motorsport. This could be a disaster for Jan Marszałkowski, because this will almost certainly bring out a safety car. That 3.5-second lead that Marszałkowski has will be reduced to nothing if the safety car comes out. Safety car is out. Another car that turned Gogolok around, and he will be taking over the number 55 car when the pit window opens, and Marszałkowski would love to have gifted him a nice 3.5+ second gap, but that's not going to happen because the safety car is out and all the gaps will reduce to nothing, because car 49, Niels Truger, is going to need to be retrieved, and the South African Joseph Ellerine is not going to get a drive in that car this afternoon. You can see the rain on the windscreen of Joe Warhurst's car for the FK Performance Motorsport. He saw his sister car into the gravel trap. So the safety car out. As I mentioned earlier, they wheeled the Jan-Philipp Springhoff Alex Connor number 85 car out for this event and had a fairly terminal problem and had to do a bit of juggling, and nobody can overtake until they reach the start-finish line, but he will decide when to go. He can weave as much as he likes, and then he will hit the accelerator. Simon Birch just focused on the job in hand of anticipating Jan Marszałkowski's acceleration, and he's done that well. Into turn 10 they come to get the green flag and back under racing once again, and out towards turn 1. This field of cars snaking their way in towards turn 1. Simon Birch having a little look to the inside. Jan Marszałkowski taking the wide racing line, but he gets it wrong under braking. We knew there were issues with braking, or is it a puncture? Jan Marszałkowski into the runoff area. Now, has he got a flat tire, or is it the brakes? But we saw the car just snaking under braking, thinking about what might have been. So what happened here? You saw the car just under braking, and well, the tires are all up. I wonder whether they've got an issue with the brakes, because it has been a running theme with that car all season long. It was coming into turn 1, he touched the brakes and the car with a lot of speed, and he kept it out of the fence. Good solid drive from somewhere near the back of the pack, but having to defend very hard indeed from Andreas Jochimsen. So let's have a look. Where's Jan Marszałkowski? Well, there is his car. Pit window opening. It feels like the longest 5 minutes I can remember. There is that little bit of contact between Gabriel Piana and Matisz Pluszko. The two cars heading up towards turn 3. But the heart rate will be high. It will be beating hard as Philipp Dietrich gets behind the wheel of the distinctive orange and white Porsche. Front, you know that Mark de Fulgente will be ready to jump. Right, Mo Ritson into the pits, and it's Yanni van der Kratz who will be getting ready to jump into the seat of the number 48 FK Performance BMW. So Mo Ritson's work is done for the day. He'll be able to watch from behind a cushion at the back of the garage while his teammate brings the car home. Adrian Rushny still fighting his way, trying to find a way back past Tano Neumann. Clearly had a bit of a moment early on, and now they're running absolutely side by side. This is for 9th place. Out towards turn 4 they come under braking. The last of the late breakers. Who's going to do it is Rushny with the advantage at the moment. Gives the squeeze to Tano Neumann, and Rushny back through into that 9th place. Here comes Luca Bosco, and he helps Matisz Pluszko out of the car, and he jumps in himself. Handing over to Ferdinand Winter. You see the smoke pouring from the brakes. That's how hard he's been driving. Finn Zulauf in 2nd place will give him an additional 20 points. That will move him to within 29 points of the championship lead, as Gianni van der Kratz finally finds a route pass into 11th place. So fighting for those positions are there. The number 40 car, Daniel Drexel, in 10th place, going wide and opening the door, as Gianni van der Kratz is a man on a mission. He and Mo Ritson have taken that BMW by the scruff of the neck and are moving on up. That is up into 10th place. A great job for the pilot of car 48, Gianni van der Kratz. Also keep an eye on Tom Edgar. Very rapid indeed. Along turn 2 he comes. You get a feeling he can see those two cars in front and fancies a move on both of them. Daniel Drexel will be the first one in the Porsche under braking towards turn 3. 15.5 minutes remaining. Ferdinand Winter in that 4th place. Mikael Schrey, with the championship in mind, sees a gap on the inside, moves to the inside, and through he goes. So Mikael Schrey going through to relegate car number 91. Ferdinand Winter relegated down a position, and yet more championship points will be coming the way of Mikael Schrey if things remain as they are, but he cannot afford to record a non-finish, so it's definitely zero risk for the pilot of car number 2. Out along turn 2 once again, up the very steep hill to turn 3. Ferdinand Winter fancies having another go back at the BMW, maybe stealing 4th place back again, but Mikael Schrey looks to have that covered off, and all he's done is left himself vulnerable to Luca Bosco in 6th place. Hendrik Still has joined in as well. Car 91, Ferdinand Winter has received a penalty lap, so that is going to drop him completely out of the equation for exceeding track limits. So the car in 5th place at the moment moment, the orange and white Porsche is going to have to visit the penalty box. That's the equivalent to adding 5 seconds onto his lap time. That's going to drop him down to about 8th place, certainly out of contention for a podium. And that is for exceeding track limits. A warning has also been given to Finn Zulauf for track limits, but it's just a warning at the moment. The squeeze been given to Hendrik Still as he tries to put a move over Luca Bosco. Luca saying, no thank you, not today. I'm holding on to this. In turn 6, where the two cars had a little intimate moment, a little huddle with each other that saw car 30, and he'll get back up to speed. A challenge for the lead. Finn Zulauf finds a gap on the inside at turn 4, muscles his way through, relegates Denny Byrne down into 2nd place. So Denny Byrne, who took over from Simon Birch, now losing the lead of the race. Finn Zulauf, who took over from Josef Knopp, taking the lead. Felt like it was always going to happen. Finn Zulauf, very experienced behind the wheel of that car, getting past Denny Byrne, who is enjoying his debut season in ADAC GT4 Germany. Meanwhile, Luca Bosco has Hendrik Still for company, and now he looks at the back of the Hendrik Still car, because Still is through. Hendrik Still helping his teammate Max Kronberg. Kronberg, who leads Tanno Neumann, I can be able to say that by the end of the season, in the trophy rankings by 57 points. So Max Kronberg will score points. Hendrik Still will bring the car home, but Kronberg will score the points in the trophy championship. Now trying to get back up to speed. Ferdinand Winter still with the hazard lights flashing. He's forgotten to turn them off. I expect the team will probably tell him any second now. In towards turn 1, he's got more important things on his mind, primarily that Leon Vasserthur in the BMW is trying to push his way through. He's done exactly that into turn 1, but time running out. 7 3/4 minutes, less than that of this race remaining. Matthias Salonen in the number 84 car to the inside of Daniel Drexel, so that will be for 12th place, and that'll be some valuable points for them too in the championship hunt. Now putting the pressure on to the fellow Porsche on the outside into turn 4. Can he get it slowed down? That's the first trick. But Ferdinand Winter, knowing he could just let it drift to the outside of the corner, looking down at turn 4 once again. Feels like this has been going on for a long time. Car 91, Ferdinand Winter. Car 9, Alain Gabet, challenging. This time he's got his nose in the gap, he's got the inside line, and now he's finally able to squeeze his way through, but suddenly that inside line has become an outside line, and Alain Gabet getting hung out to dry once again, but Ferdinand Winter fighting back for all he's worth. Gabet keeping his foot, keeping the pressure on, trying to hang it around the outside long enough to get the inside for the next, but he can't quite make it stick. And once again, Ferdinand Winter holds on for that 8th place. So Ferdinand Winter into turn 3 once again. Can he hold on? Alain Gabet this time wrestles his way through out of 3 towards 4. The two cars that run side by side, and Alain Gabet now has that place taken away, but can he keep hold of it into turn 4? They come under braking. Gabet will now do exactly to Winter what he did to him, go nice and deep into the corner, this time getting the position, this time making it stick. 8th place now belonging to Alain Gabet, although man on a mission through into 12th place at the moment, pressuring Philip Viskirchen for 11th. Tom Edgar looks to have been struggling for pace a little bit. That's Philip Dietrich, so fighting for those last positions. Daniel Drexel was a part of that battle, but into turn 10 for the very last time in this race. Finn Zulauf will see the checkered flag. It will be a win for Finn Zulauf and Josef Knopp in car 31, their 2nd win of the season. It's exactly what they need to propel themselves forwards in the point standings. A solid drive through into 2nd place for Denny Byrne and Simon Birch. Good solid points there. 3rd place will go to Enzo Juliet along with Mark Di Fulgentio. It'll be 168 points for Shrey and Piana, and it'll be 139 points for Finn Zulauf and Josef Knopp. Those are my very dodgy workings out. National anthem done. I said I'd update you on the Jan Marszałkowski situation. It was a brake failure. Just had confirmation from his dad, Eric, and thank you for keeping us updated as we see the trophies presented to our race winner, Josef Knopp and Finn Zulauf. The second place trophies to Simon Birch and Denny Burnt, but considering brake failure, good job by Jan Marszalkowski to keep that out of the barriers. Peter Weidinger presenting the trophies to third place, and then it all comes to a halt at the Hockenheim Ring from the 18th to the 20th of October. ADAC GT4 Germany, the championship very much alive and kicking.